Hello there. A west-east divide continues across much of Europe as we head towards the weekend. Out to the west, once this frontal system's moved through, cooler conditions for a time, but still quite dry. But you can see areas of low pressure and circulating around in an anti-clockwise direction of bands of showers, some of them quite intense. There'll be fresh snow across the Alps. There'll be some heavy showers across southern Italy, gradually moving through the Balkans and into Greece as well. Ahead of it on Saturday, not looking too bad through Turkey and Greece. There's the heaviest of the rain moving towards the Balkans and into central and southern Italy. Fine, settled and dry across Spain and Portugal. The warmth starting to return now. A little bit warmer than it has been in France, but you can see through Scandinavia down into Germany and also over into Poland, it's cool and showery at times. That is all pushing its way steadily south and east, so a slow improvement as we go into the second half of the weekend. The best of the sunshine, though, certainly out to the west and starting to get that little bit warmer with it as well. So let's take a look at the city forecast then as we look ahead. We keep that unsettled theme into Rome, but temperatures back into the high 20s for Madrid into the middle part of next week. Now across to Eastern Europe, it stays rather cool and unsettled across Croatia, but the showers of rain will ease in Athens. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for North America. Always plenty to talk about. Recent heavy rain easing away from Florida, but this system here, as it's moving out of northern and central plains, it's going to produce some pretty intense thundery downpours and some strong winds as well. So we're going to see some rain just threatening to the west of the Great Lakes, stretching down into the Mississippi Valley as well and pushing its way steadily eastwards. That's going to bring more torrential downpours to Florida over the next few days. Across the west coast, it's slightly quieter. We have got a frontal system pushing in off the Pacific Northwest. It's bringing some snow again to higher ground, rain into Vancouver and quite a cool feel here. But anywhere sort of south of Northern California, basically Oregon, south of that will be dry, settled and sunny. So for Los Angeles and Las Vegas, pleasant enough, but you can see how it's a disappointingly cool feel and wet at times for Vancouver. Now across that east coast, we've got showers pulling away over the course of Saturday. Dry, settled and sunny ahead of it, but there's those intense thundery downpours and potential for some damaging gusts of winds. They're all going to be gradually drifting their way steadily eastwards towards Georgia and eventually into Florida. So you can see how Nashville, Tennessee, seeing some sharp showers along with Orlando into the weekend. Hello there. Bit of a north-south divide with the weather story in South America at the moment. It's warm and it's wet across the north. As you can see, weather warnings remain in force for some of these intense showers, but slightly cooler conditions across parts of northern Argentina and Chile for the time of year, and in contrast to the weather story that we've had in recent weeks. So temperatures in Buenos Aires perhaps only at around 19 degrees by Saturday, but some of these showers really quite intense across southern parts of Venezuela, Colombia, stretching down into western Brazil and into southern Brazil as well. Some of them merging together for longer spells of rain could lead to some localized flash flooding. Dry but cooler then into Buenos Aires, similar story into Santiago, and the southern tip of Chile is blowy but largely fine and dry. So it's a showery story for Caracas over the next few days, and the intense showers continue across Rio de Janeiro as well. Mexico City, along with Central America, looks largely fine and quiet at the moment. A few isolated showers, a little bit more unsettled across the Caribbean over the next few days because we've got some pretty intense thundery downpours moving their way through the Gulf of Mexico, impacting across Florida, and they could have an impact through the Caribbean as well. So expect some showers across Kingston, Jamaica in particular. There will be some showers in Mexico as we go into next week. Hello there. It's all about temperatures, the weather story across Africa at the moment. We've got a southerly wind and above average temperatures across parts of Morocco and into Algeria, but cooler conditions due to stormy weather across the Mediterranean affecting the far northeast of Africa. Our seasonal rains are not particularly extensive, perhaps the heaviest of which across the south of Tanzania into Mozambique and also Madagascar as well. And it will get that little bit cooler as well across South Africa America, a little bit below where it should be for the time of year. So if we take a look at some of the city forecasts, you can see this quite clearly. Yes, Cape Town will see temperatures perhaps only at around 20 degrees over the next few days. At least it'll be accompanied by some sunshine, some sharp showers to come for Nairobi. At the same time, after that cooler spell in Cairo, temperatures are set to improve into the middle part of next week. Now, we've seen some disappointing temperatures across parts of the north of the Middle East as well, all tied into those storms across the Mediterranean, but some extremely sharp, thundery downpours still continuing across Saudi Arabia, and that's going to be the story as we go into the first half of the weekend. Some of these could produce some localised flash flooding in a short space of time. So here's the weather story then over the next few days, dry and settled for Dubai. Hello there. The weather story across South Asia at the moment is about extreme heat for this time of year, with temperatures above the average, and heat warnings remain in force. We've also seen some extreme heat across Central Asia, but this stripe of cloud, it's a weather front that will bring some intense showers, and that is going to bring quite a drop in temperature as well. More on that in just a moment. But as you can see across much of India, we've got largely clear skies, lots of sunshine and lots of warmth. Showers will be fairly isolated through the day. Temperatures a few degrees above where they should be for this time in April. Now, across the Central Asia, some sharp showers moving their way down through Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and that will bring a drop in temperature. Behind it, we've got some drier, sunnier weather conditions to come. A few scattered showers perhaps across Afghanistan into northwest Pakistan, but on the whole, largely fine and quiet. Any showers through India will be fairly isolated. One or two showers continuing across Sri Lanka as well, but it's about the heat over the next few days with temperatures in excess of 40 degrees. And as I say, heat warnings are in force. So you can see quite clearly that where the sunshine is likely to be, we keep the threat of showers into Sri Lanka through the next few days. But that extreme heat that we had across Tashkent starting to ease considerably by Monday. Hello there, weather forecast for Australia and New Zealand coming up shortly. First of all, let's start with the satellite picture across Asia. It's picking up some shower cloud, but it's a largely quiet story at the moment. Recent heavy rain further north and east, particularly across Japan, is now pulling away, and it's going to leave a trail of showers as we go through the next couple of days. So there's that rainfall, cloudy skies with showers on Saturday, a few scattered showers across the Korean Peninsula, but on the whole, it's largely quiet across much of China, as you can see quite clearly, and quite warm with it, 29 degrees in Hong Kong. Few showers across that east coast of Vietnam, but as I say, even the recent heavy rainfall across the Philippines starting to ease as well. So this is the story over the next few days. We keep the risk of some rain into Tokyo, but an improving picture from Tuesday onwards. Now in Australia, Ilsa may well have weakened, but as we move into Sunday, there's still going to be some heavy rain pulling away from New South Wales and Victoria. It will do so, a largely fine and quiet story following on. Quiet theme for New Zealand for the next few days, but some intense showers are likely to arrive through the North Island, as you can see here. So if we take a look at the city forecast in a little more detail, it's likely that we will continue to see an improving picture across Perth with lots of sunshine and into Melbourne, but Auckland will stay unsettled next